Hi, my name is Mark Treese and I am the CEO and one of the co-founders here at TorchPrep. You know, I'm a huge believer in social emotional learning for all students. And as a father, I know how important it is that our school, my kids' school, is partnering with my family, both academically for my kids, but also holistically. But you know, as a culture, and I think really just as a nation, we've got a massive problem, and I call it the meat grinder. Now, the meat grinder is especially true for kids entering into high school, maybe 9th grade. And I call the meat grinder because it's the standardized test. So when a student enters into 9th grade, all of a sudden, their scores really mean consequential things for their future, impacting graduation and certainly access to higher education. So what we're winning in as a culture is we're doing a great job recognizing that our kids' emotional well-being is super important, and it is. But where we're totally dropping the ball is applying the emotional regulation to the world of standardized tests. So what's the answer? Well, that is exactly why we created TorchPrep's Base Camp, an SEL seminar that is designed to equip students to win on standardized testing. In Base Camp, we're proclaiming good news to students, that their life has purpose and meaning regardless of a score. And we're releasing kids from the test anxiety and stress that they feel so heavily. You know, we're working to replace fear with hope and discouragement with love and failure or perceived failure with real success. You know, regardless of where a student comes from, and so many kids have so much trauma in their lives, we believe and know that every kid is capable of experiencing love and joy and peace and hope for their story. And as we ignite, and that's what we do, is we ignite these core beliefs in those topics, we're simultaneously equipping kids with the fortitude or grit, with the emotional regulation, and with the focus absolutely required to win on standardized tests. So TorchPrep Basecamp is bringing together SEL with a standardized test focus for early high school students. If you'd like to learn more, fill out the form below or give us a call.